I really wish I could see
Just your eyebrows.
I really wish there was a mirror here so I could see myself. While we're recording.
That's how much of a narcissist you are?
Yes, and I need to make sure I'm at the right angle and stuff so I can, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have a big double chin the whole fucking hour I'm doing this bullshit. You know?
Wow, you have a double chin the whole time you're in life.
Oh, fuck you. You got a triple chin. Can you hear me? I hope you're getting all this content already.
Yeah, that's what we do here. Welcome, everybody. This is another episode of Pickles House. I am excited today to have my good friend Kymbra Li here today. She is an amazing talent in the New Orleans comedy scene. She does rapping, acting, comedy. She's a savage on stage, every kind of which way, you guys. And she is one of the biggest hustlers in our scene. So this is Kymbra Li, everybody. Yay.
Round of applause.
Yay.
Thank you. Woo-hoo. Add in the applause track after.
What's up, my friend?
Nothing. Using the term, that word friend is doing some heavy lifting right now, isn't it?
Isn't it?
The whole time I'm not going to be looking in the camera. I'm going to be looking in my camera because I can see my own face.
Put that shit down, bro. That's how you wake up singing.
Narcissist.
Kymbra wakes up in the morning singing me.
Yes. That's the only. Did I tell you about the time I showed a proclivity for music when I was younger, and my mom suggested I take singing lessons, and then I got so mad at her for like thinking that I needed lessons, so I just quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Narcissism.
Is that the only thing you ever took
from a
lessons?
young age?
That's the only thing you ever took lessons for?
Well, I have 3 degrees, so.
Oh, is that? I guess
I
going
can
to
fuck
school.
You up in court pretty badly.
How about you just help me in court?
I could write you a really mean letter.
Yeah, I need a letter for the judge. That's what I need.
Definitely ruin people's lives with paperwork. I don't know
if I want the judge to get you a letter from me. So what's up, man? Let's talk about who you are, Kymbra. Let's let the people find out who you are. Where'd you grow up?
In Lakeview. I'm from New Orleans.
Okay.
I'm an only child. I have a half sister, but we never grew up together. So I'm an only child, and I spent a lot of time. My grandparents had a camp.
Half sister from your dad?
Yeah, but like we never grew up together. She's got a different mom.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
He was a heroin addict. Yeah,
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
So you don't talk to your sister at all?
Yeah, we talked, but we never like grew up together. We didn't really form that bond. It was like our mothers like didn't like each other, and they never really encouraged like a sibling sisterly relationship. Okay. It would be like the few times I did spend with my dad and my sister, it would be more like so I could babysit her because it was like he was obligated to have both of us.
The big one watched the little one.
And it was so I was like, I didn't fucking sign up for this shit. I didn't even want to go by him, much less like be a babysitter to her.
Did you torture your little sister?
No, you
didn't do anything to your little sister while you were
I might have seen her 5 times the whole time we grew up.
Oh, all right.
It was not like that's what I'm saying. It wasn't. I can count on my hand and still have plenty of fingers left.
How older are you?
Like 3 or 4 years or something.
Oh, all right. That's
maybe 5. I don't really know.
That's not bad. I got a 6 year.
She's in her 30s,
I got a 6-year difference between me and my sister. But we grew up together. We hated each other. So tell me about what else? Well,
I grew up like in Lakeview, but I also grew up like on the bayou. So I'm really my grandpa thought he had a grandson. And so he raised me very boy-like. So I learned how to fish and crab and, throw a cast net.
So you were with your grandpa a lot?
Yeah, my grandpa kind of like took the place of a dad for me in my life.
Okay. That's why you're like a cranky old man. It makes sense.
I am exactly like my grandpa.
Yeah.
He would wake up in the morning every day and be like, "What do I have to worry about today?" He couldn't just be happy. It was really sad for him. He was miserable and worried about just, he would always watch the news,
Yeah, he was, what was he? Democrat or Republican?
Oh, Republican. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Hardcore?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know what he would do in this era of social media when we just realized everything's really fake.
Wait.
All his emotions were based on the news stories that lie to us every day.
Yeah. You told us that you like fishing. Do you like fishing and stuff?
I love fishing.
How old were you when you learned how to clean a fish?
I mean, I don't remember that age, but I mean, I definitely know how to clean a fish better than any guy that I know, especially overseas, man. Girls and stuff, they don't know how to
I'm
do
a
that.
chef. I'm a chef. You do not know how to clean a fish.
Well,
better
then,
than
you
me.
know what? We should have got 2 fish and had a fish clean off right here on the podcast.
We can do it next time.
All right. Oh, you think there's going to be a next time? I thought I might give him 1 hour.
She's so fucking selfish with her time. So,
It's called narcissism.
she's going to fall in love with
Stage 4.
podcasting, y'all. Like stage 4 of love with podcasting.
I am going to fall in love soon, though. I can just feel it now.
Jesus Christ. You need to, bro. You need to.
See how much I'm smiling?
There you go.
I just thought about the huge dick pic I got sent earlier.
Oh, Lord. Fellas.
Wow.
You got to step up your dick pic game, fellas.
Like, this guy, his dick is so amazing that I think he knows all the angles of his like own dick. I'm like, how did you get that angle? Like, how long did you practice that?
Dudes
Let
practice,
me see the outtakes. How many of those did you take before you got that? I mean, this is like on some angle that's
I've sent
coming up. Like, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I sent some dick pics, you know what I mean? And I have my own techniques. We all do. Like, you can tell when you getting rookie dick pics and you're not getting, didn't you tell, you said you got a soft one before?
No, that was a joke, brother.
Oh, that was the joke?
Yeah,
No, that was
a joke.
That was your friend who got the soft one.
It's a dick that keeps on giving. This fucking joke. The dick pic that keeps on giving.
Step up your dick pic game. See, I like to send my dick pics over like a nice plate of food, you know, like a filet mignon.
Look at this
over
dick.
Potatoes or like, you know, crawfish boil. Like, dude, you send a dick pic over a crawfish
with
boil
2 potatoes on the side,
2 potatoes and some corn and some Italian sausage to fucking compare. A girl gonna come right over, bro.
I think that's a way better way.
Food and dick, you can't be beat.
Dick and pizza.
I used to use mac and cheese all the time with my girl.
I bet you did.
Mac and cheese is a good dick and mac and cheese, girl. I'm a good old man. Fuck that shit.
Dick and mac and cheese.
So, how old were you when you got your first dick pic? How about that?
I don't even remember. So I Googled, like, because I'm like, oh my, I really like this guy. If it was anyone else, I would like not, I would have like deleted the pic or wrote a face on it and like sent it back and did some dumb shit, put it in a group chat. But I actually like this guy. So now I'm Googling like, what does this mean? So here's what I found out. Guys send dick pics because that is their way of letting you know that like they want pictures back. And they don't know how to just say that. Like, hey, could you send me something sexy to jerk off to? So they think that so they're trying
I'm
to
different.
they're trying to get us to mirror them.
I don't fucking just send dick pics personally. I make sure the girl wants the dick pic. Like I kind of do. I kind of reach out and I'm like, hey, let me see what you were wearing.
I have a feeling your dick doesn't look like this one, and that's probably why you don't send it. This guy's dick is probably everywhere because let me tell you.
Let me tell you something. I have a nice dick. You
like the dick.
I'm Italian.
Everyone thinks they have nice dicks, though.
I'm not fucking just saying that shit.
I'm sure your dick's amazing.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, bro. I love me too. You understand?
Has any bitch tried to stab someone over your dick?
I've had
you
witchcraft.
Don't have that stab-a-do dick.
Witchcraft.
Stab-a-ho dick.
I have witchcraft over a dick. I have witchcraft dick. That's what it is.
You got spellbinding cock.
That's what it is, yeah. No, I don't like doing that shit because I almost got like exposed sending a dick pic one time. This motherfucker was like,
pun intended.
Like this motherfucker was really like, I'm gonna send this picture to everybody, on some shit, and I was like, oh, this is fucked up. Like I'm never sending a dick pic outright again. It's kind of foul. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gonna try to ask me for some dick pic and then be like, I'm what's that called? Bribe you or.
Yep. Well, yeah. That's why this guy cut his face out, but he's got very noticeable tattoos on his arms. And I'm like, next time you do that, take your arms out of the picture. And then he's like, well, then they're not going to know who's got. Like, so guys want people to know it's their cock. Like, he does not want people to know.
I'm a fucking performer, too. You know what I'm saying? So his stakes aren't that fucking high. You know what I mean? Like, his stakes.
I think he can perform with that cock. I think it can perform.
Good for him.
I'm pretty sure that's a performer.
If you have a cock, you better be able to perform or you're not going to ever get any vagina.
He's a shower and a grower.
Yeah. Kymbra,
this guy ruined our whole podcast.
Kymbra reminds me of Liza Minnelli and Roseanne Mix.
Oh my God.
You
a
understand?
fat,
Just
lesbian, fucking trans woman. Very good. That's what I am, actually. That's exactly who I am. A fat, lesbian, trans woman. At 50, dick. I'm going to get a dick. Okay. And it is going to be a black one. And I don't want to fucking hear shit about it.
Well,
okay, I'm going to buy one.
Your friend going to be spooked out one day. He going to wake up. You're just going to be standing over him with your own black dick.
It's
this is my black cock.
And I'll finally get paid more.
You're going to get paid more from it?
Because I'm going to finally have a dick and then be equal, you know?
I think we get paid the same amount in comedy.
I'm just joking. I've never actually felt like a woman before in my life, like how the plight of a woman. I was like, I've always just been elite at everything, so I never felt
that's what you
like
should
marginalized.
Do. You know what I mean? You should fucking do everything you do as good as you could do it, so you don't even feel that fucking that whatever the world says. You know what I mean? Like men make more money than women, kind of thing. You know, that's why I really love you, because you're a hustler, dude. I don't really see too many people in the scene hustling like you do. You get shit all the time.
Ryan hustles. Ryan's a very good hustler.
Ryan's a beast. First, right now, before we go any further, let's do some promoting first. This podcast is sponsored by Another Bar. Thank you, Another Bar. Shout out Another Bar. If you are ever in New Orleans, I run a great comedy show here every Tuesday night. It's an open mic, so if you want to try comedy and you're in the New Orleans area, come to Ferret Street. Another Bar is the bar's name. We're not just looking. What's the name of the bar? Another Bar. What is it? No, it's Another Bar, people. You know, so come Tuesday nights. And you got anything to promote?
I've got vegan bread for sale, a new plant-based meal prep service that because I am super health conscious these days, and a lot of people don't have time to make meals, and I always have time, and I'm always cooking plentiful stuff. So I am doing that. I have a headline show coming up at Comedy House NOLA on May 6th.
Okay. Shout out Comedy House NOLA.
6th, yeah, at 9 p.m., where I will be doing my very first hour musical variety act, which I just found out I'm a variety artist. I'm not even a comedian anymore. Like I found that out last night. It's news to me.
It's comedic, you know.
I've evolved or devolved, whatever.
You just do your shit, you know. That's why I try to tell you before. Do a song up top. You can start your show. Go through your material. Do one in the middle and do something at the end. Stretch your shit out.
I'm going to get my shit stretched out this weekend for sure.
What a foul mouth like that. Definitely will. I hope he watches this too. I hope he's like, yes, the fuck I am. I've stretched you out.
It's going to be ruined.
You're not ruined enough.
This has to be it. This is the last one, because after that it's just not. It's not going to look pretty.
You didn't blow your back out doing the splits the other day.
I did.
Do it.
But I can still do them.
We just
still do a split.
She just recorded a music video. It was fucking hilarious, you guys. We're all in that bitch. It's she did a split. That motherfucker. I was crying laughing. She looked like she was hurting. I was like,
this guy did really good too. I mean, it was all old people themed, and my friends knocked it out of the park. They did so. They over delivered.
She ain't got no teeth for this dick pic.
All right, let's not talk about what the song is, though. Okay.
You don't want to. Oh, you ain't coming out yet.
Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about that, like, because it's not, you know.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Or the name of the song, you know. Like, never mind. Take that out.
Nah, we go raw here. We don't use condoms. We just go straight raw. I'm from the West Bank. Didn't I tell you that shit? Hey. Let's get back to you. How about that?
Which is the less bank, as we would call it.
It's definitely the best bank.
When I say we, I mean people from Lakeview.
Jesus Christ. The rich folks over here.
Well, I did grow up in the poor part of the rich white neighborhood, but nevertheless, you know.
I grew up in the rich part of the poor neighborhood.
That's probably better.
No,
I think
it's definitely not.
Because my friends hold me to their standards.
Half of my neighborhood,
I'm like just this ratchet, you know, chick.
I don't really think there is a rich part of my. Hell, when I growing up in my neighborhood, there was like a bunch of abandoned houses. You know what I mean? So I could run around. Me and my friends would go in them and fuck them up, and we would smoke weed in the backyards of them in the houses, and we would wild out. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have really parents looking at. I had parents, but they all did their own thing, and I watched myself. So that's how I became like a little street hoodlum, running around. So it wasn't rich at all. We got by. You know, and I'm still getting by. Just to get by,
Sorry, I have to crack my neck occasionally.
just to get by.
What is this?
That's just the masculinity.
What's
That's
going on
just
here?
the
Did you prepare any
masculinity.
questions for me at all, or you just what?
Well, you like to babble a lot, so I figured we could just riff.
I got a dick pic stuck in my head, and it ruined my whole day, or made it better. I don't even know yet. It definitely ruined the podcast. But my day is looking pretty good.
It actually might have made the podcast better because you
guys
actually
do
have
this on purpose to like
something.
cast spells on bitches?
Yeah, it's called
Just ruin
mental penis manipulation.
What?
Mental penis manipulation. Women act like the pussy has all the power. Nah, let me tell y'all something. Dick got power too. Dick got power, bruh. It really does.
Not unless it could hit that root.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got to be able to plant the seed, you know what I'm saying, to have power. You got to be able to dig down deep, you know. But it does have power, you know. I grew up with black chicks taught me how to fuck, so I learned how to
what do you mean they taught you? Where like
I was a youngster and an older black woman. They molested
you?
No, just
you
white
said
girls
youngster
never
and
like
older black woman.
I mean, I was 19, you know what I'm saying? I was young, but I was like a 32, 34-year-old, 6'4" black ghetto girl got a hold of my ass and turned me clean the fuck out. And just
she ate your ass?
Not that one. Oh, that's how.
This is getting weirder by the minute.
It is. This is the only one that's gotten weird like this so far. It's Kymbra Li, y'all. Welcome, Kymbra. How you doing?
Jesus Christ. You want to start all over us? Just scrap all that.
We're keeping that shit in.
Yeah. We got a new show in Metairie at Whiskey Cowboy.
Yeah.
That's popping off. We had 50 people out there for the first one. And I killed it as usual.
Yeah, I did too.
Except the meth head heckler that, we had to get thrown out.
No, that shit was great. You handled them well. Handled them well.
Let's keep going. What else do we have coming up? I don't know. It's just now I have a new act. Like now for the first time, I know the artist that I'm supposed to be, and I'm supposed to be a performer.
That's exciting.
Not just being a comic.
Yeah, that's exciting because you broke into who you are for real. And you finally found your niche. It sounds like, and that's something that you've been looking for. I know you. So you've been.
I've had it. It's just never been married. Like I've always had music separate and comedy separate. And then, at first I should probably talk about how I became who I am.
Well, we're gonna get to that.
Well, all right. When?
All right, now, you crazy person.
Can I just talk about it now? Or I gotta wait for a prompt.
No, you can talk about it.
Clearly.
How did you become a comic, Kymbra?
I wanted to be a comedian. I was living in China and I was like very bored. I was teaching law at
How about
university.
this first? How did you get to China first?
I got to China because I used to have a little drug problem. Let's start there. Start with the drug problem.
See, that's where I was going. I like to start in the beginning and get to stuff, But I know
I like
you
to bounce around.
You're a psychopath sometimes, and it's okay. I still love you.
You can't be normal to do what the fuck I do. I don't have a normal brain.
You can't. None of us are normal. It's nice to be around a bunch of people that are not normal. So
I went to law school and then I moved to England.
Hold on. So let's go back to your childhood. All right.
Please.
So
I'm already traumatized.
We got to figure out why you're so traumatized because I'm around you all the time and I'm still like I'm getting there. So your grandpa basically raised you, right? Which I love.
He didn't raise me. It was like my mom had me during school time and then during the weekends and summer I would be at my grandpa's.
So he was your male figure.
He was the male figure in my life. Yes.
Okay. Now, when you got older, and let's talk about how'd you do in school?
I was always a straight A student.
Straight A student. All right. Did you get in any trouble in school?
Yes. I was bad. I got kicked out of Mount Carmel.
Why'd you get kicked out?
You know, because these fucking assholes at Catholic schools, they don't know what to do with troubled youth. If you don't align to their standard moral and the way that they want you to look and act, then they just throw you the fuck out. Like, for instance, you know, my dad died when I was a freshman. He killed himself. And I was
Sorry to hear that.
well, yeah, it's a sad story. I didn't really fuck with him, so whatever. But I said that to say that at Mount Carmel was like, oh, your dad died. We feel sorry for you. We were going to kick you out, but since your dad died, we're going to let you stay sophomore year, but you can't be on any sports teams. You can't go to any dances. You can't be in any clubs. You can't. And I'm like, oh, so what y'all want me to do? Drugs? Like you took all my extracurricular activities away as a 15-year-old child whose trouble just lost their father.
Yeah.
You're letting me stay in this school, but I can't do any. Like, what do you think I'm going to do with my spare time at a 15-year-old that just had a traumatic event happen? Yeah. Y'all are the fucking most retarded people. I could say that because my grandparents are related. So whatever. But y'all are the most idiotic group of people on the entire planet. That's what you do to a troubled youth. You kick them out. Like out of your, like instead of
that's wild.
Like, or tell them they're, you know, like
been
whatever.
Given something to occupy your mind.
So at that point, I was like, "Fuck y'all."
So you started taking drugs.
School. I mean, I was smoking weed. I was going to raves and stuff when I was 15, telling my mom it was like an overnight dance party, and we were like snorting shit on the back of a toilet seat at State Palace Theater. I don't know. Whatever it was. I mean, it was like a weird
break
time.
Down chalk.
It was like ketamine and you know, Molly and well, they didn't have Molly like that back then. They had ecstasy pills.
I've never taken
ketamine. And PC. One time I got fucking I thought it was ketamine and it was PCP. I was like, it was angel dust. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, I mean, I had a really crazy teenage years after my dad died. I started going to raves and doing techno music and wearing them big stupid pants, Jinkos. Remember those Jinkos?
Yeah, I had a pair.
50-inch kickwear.
They were the shit. They were comfortable.
Please, I know my family was probably like, when is this phase gonna be over? This is terrible.
I love the Jinkos. They were. So how long did that last? Your whole high school?
No, because one of my friends, you know, I think one of my friends died. I don't know. And then, you know, when I was 18, I started working at a dental office and I wanted to be a dentist. I switched my whole major in college. Yeah, I switched my whole major to biology.
So what was your first major?
Marketing.
Marketing.
Just, you know, something nobody in my family.
That's why you're so good at making those flyers, huh?
Well, no. I mean, I just think people in general make shit flyers. So anything that I do is like slightly above average just because I try.
That's what's up.
You know?
Yeah. Try a little harder, you know? Try a little bit harder, you get 6 rings instead of 5.
You know, spell check,
Michael Jordan, baby.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
then I met my husband when I was 16.
Okay, you got married when you were
I met my husband when I was 16, but we got married when I was 22.
How old was your husband when you met him?
22, which is super R. Kelly-ish. Yeah. But like, you know, that's why I don't fucking really.
You turned a man into a pedophile?
I dated a cop when I was 16 too. He was 24. He was in the state police. He was going to be a state trooper.
Okay.
He was already a New Orleans Levee District cop. I could say it because he killed himself because he got caught after the storm, pulling bitches over and making them show their tits to get out of tickets. And then he got caught and then he killed himself. What a pussy.
Wow.
Child molester, pedophile, weirdo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm crazy. Maybe it wasn't mom. You know? Maybe it wasn't mom.
It was the good dick.
I think about that.
That's what it was.
It was bad dick. That was bad dick, too.
It was the power of the dick.
I really only had one good dick when I was that age, 16. Shout out to Adam. Yeah, you know who you are. Hey. That was that was a good 16-year-old dick. He was 22 too, though.
Hell yeah, dick shout out.
No, that cop dick was trash, bro. It was trash.
Yeah, they probably, you know, most of those dudes are trash. You know, they got picked on in school and shit like that. They probably never had any vagina. Kymbra, you wild.
Why are we talking about? I never
You
get
keep
dick,
bringing
and this
up-
whole
you-
podcast is about dick.
Yeah, it's because Kymbra Li's
I
on
never even talk about dick. I never get dick, and this whole y'all gotta see this picture. I can't even show it to them. I can't even. I wish I didn't like
good.
the dude because I'd be showing everyone.
I'm good. So you better stay with her because your dick's getting put out there. If you get after her, now you gotta fucking
He don't
stick
care.
around with her.
With a dick like that, you don't care.
He's
You're just like,
probably
good,
you
more
get-
marketing.
You get
Some
me
more
some
marketing
more
for
pussy.
me. Yeah.
You get me some more
Put my
pussy.
number on the bottom of it when you send it out. Put my
Put that
QR
sucker
code.
on Instagram.
Put a QR code on that dick. Oh my God, I'm totally doing that when I get off this podcast. I'm gonna put a QR code on that dick with my Cash App on it.
Oh shit!
Sending it around. You want this dick, bitch? Scan the code.
Scan it, baby. It pops
I'm
right
gonna
up.
put a QR code on my. I should have pussy pics with a QR code over the pussy, and then you scan it to unlock the actual pic.
For your OnlyFans.
Ooh.
OnlyFans. Right there.
Whatever. Yeah.
For whatever.
Oh yeah, I do have an OnlyFans. Y'all go check that out.
There you go. Go
I got
check it out.
disinherited for that, so it's really worth the $10 a month that I'm making right
Hell
now.
yeah. Disinherited OnlyFans.
Right.
All right. So you went to college. You went
3
to
times.
college 3 times. What'd you end up majoring in?
My first degree is in biology, which is a science pickle, in case you didn't know.
I actually like
my
science.
second degree
My teacher,
is
I was my best
my Juris
subject.
Doctor. So I might just be like, I'll do like Anna and just make him put doctor on the posters and make motherfuckers call me Dr. Kymbra Li. You know, I might or just Kymbra Li JD. I got a JD and then I got a LLM, okay, which is basically a master's or master of laws from England.
Okay.
Because I'm fancy.
You got that fancy degree from England?
From England, darling.
Does it in Old English? Is it like the words and everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the letters.
Did it come with an Old English?
But then when I graduated from my second law
You don't
degree
even
in
know what Old
England,
English is.
of course I know what Old English is. I have tattoos in Old English, you idiot.
No, I'm
You
talking about
idiot.
the malt liquor, you idiot.
No, I don't. I think I do.
Okay, well, keep going. You go.
I almost married my little 22-year-old boyfriend.
No, wait. You did
England.
marry somebody, right?
Well, that was so I got married at 22, divorced at 27. I moved to England at 29. Okay. And then I was getting a degree. And then after my degree was done, my visa was expiring. And it was like, what was I going to do? Because I did not want to come back to America.
Right.
And so I was like, oh shit, I got to get a visa to stay in the country. And it's like impossible to get a job over there. And so I was like, my boyfriend at the time was just going to marry me on paper just so I could stay in the country. And I didn't want to do that. He didn't want to do that. But then 2 weeks before.
In England? You were about to get deported in England?
Well, kind of. My visa was expiring. I had a student visa and it was expiring.
Okay.
So I couldn't get a work visa because it was like you couldn't get no jobs there as a foreigner. You got to be like on a list
I got
of
it. I was just making sure I'm with you. Keep going.
Anyway, 2 weeks before the fake wedding, my professor emailed me and was like, would you like to go teach law in China at a university on the beach? And I just was like, yep, sign me the fuck up. I don't care where it is. I'm going. They said you get a free apartment and, you know, they'll pay, like you work 6 hours a week, you know, like all expenses paid. You get a salary. They pay for your trip back, you know, home once a year and you get health insurance. I was like, say less. I got to get the fuck out of here. And I'm not going back to America. China it is.
So you got you a good job.
Yeah, I got an excellent job teaching law. And then I got fired from my job.
Why?
Because I don't know. I started making rap music and I don't think they liked it and they were spying on me. I'm pretty sure they were spying on me.
Yeah, well, China, you know, they spy on everything everybody
Because I
does.
lived on campus. And so they were like, could get into my email. They could get into my, you know, my everything, my computer. And like I went and some hater printed out like all my Facebook and sent it to the school. And I went and they were like, we need to see you in the office. And I went and they had like a fucking binder of like all my whole Facebook.
Yeah.
And when I first moved to China, I didn't know what it was about. And I was in a lot of culture shock. And I was writing, I only had the internet to vent because everybody around me didn't speak no English. I didn't have no friends there. So I was venting on the internet about China, like as normal.
Oh, you can't do
would.
that shit.
And no, you cannot talk bad
shit
about China.
You can't. They're coming
China's
at you.
super number one country. Me very love China. Everyone very love China.
No, they will fucking come get your ass.
It is known. Everyone very love China. Very love.
She's trying to go back to China. That's so you became a rapper. How did that even come about?
I was trying to hook up with a guy. I did not care about being no rapper. I mean, I've always loved rap music, hip hop music, all that stuff. I mean, I grew up listening to Lil Wayne and Cash Money and all that. And that was really the music that changed my entire life.
So the dude was a rapper?
No, he was a producer.
Okay.
And a singer. Oh, shout out to Jay. Without Jay made me. Jay was the first person to believe in me. And he's from Ghana. And, I was trying to write comedy. And my jokes wasn't coming out right. I didn't really know nothing about comedy then. I didn't know how to write. I just knew I was funny. And then he suggested, let's take one of your jokes and write it into a song. And I didn't care. I was like, oh, yeah, sure, let's do that. Just trying to go over there and lick on that fucking lollipop over there.
You are fucking... You are fucking...
And we made a song, and the song was good, bro. And we made it in 9 hours. I had not done it. That poor boy was sliding my vocals. I was doing bar by bar. It was terrible. I could not rap. But then, because of the unique position that we were in, where we were and who we were, like we made a song and my friends had connects and then we got like a gig like within the first 3 days of making our song. So then I was like, oh shit, this is going to be a fire hustle. This is way better than teaching English on the side.
You making a lot of money with the rap?
I don't remember how much, but yeah, they would pay us to like go do their grand openings for their malls, their stores, or like a wedding that they wanted, or like a club. We got a residency for a club. I did about 6 months of performing like this Milli Vanilli style bullshit where I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And my boyfriend was just like making, sliding me on the track and making me look like I was something. Basically, Yeah.
It doesn't take that much in China to make you look like yourself.
I don't even know what I'm saying or nothing. It was just a look. We were selling the look. 2 black guys and a white girl. Yeah. We called ourselves the Studio Gangsters. Dude, some rap
you
comedy
were a
shit.
comic. You were a comic in the very beginning. That's what's up.
I was, but I didn't know. Gangsters. And everybody tried to take it away from me. Everybody was mad.
I wish I could. Can I hear some of this shit? Can we still hear?
I have a mixtape online. I used to call myself Thick White. Thick White was my first rap name because being white was a commodity in China.
So where can you hear the
on
album?
Dat Piff?
On Dat Piff?
Yeah, it's called the leopard print. It was like right when the pink print came out, so it was like a spoof on the pink print. Which the pink print is a spoof on the blue print. So mine's the leopard print, and my face is sick. The cover art's sick. I got just leopard. My face is like a leopard on the cover art, and I got a gold tooth. It's sick.
The original Studio Gangster over here.
That's where Bill Cosby song come from.
Yeah.
That album is where the Bill Cosby. I have buku songs like that.
Bill Cosby.
So those got to go build in my act now. That's what I'm thinking. I got a song called The Trump Off.
Fuck yeah.
From Little Kim's The Jump Off beat.
Fuck yeah.
I've got you heard of Ghetto Boys. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
You like a female Weird Al Yankovic.
Or a female Lil Dicky, yeah.
No, I don't know Lil Dicky. You Weird Al Yankovic.
You don't know Lil Dicky?
No, I'm not. I said I don't know about Lil Dicky, but Weird Al Yankovic.
But I mean,
but you
a
are
female Lil Dicky
rapper.
is the goal. That would be like the ultimate idol working with him. Because
that
he
would be
actually
cool,
makes stand-up bits in rap songs and it's good flow and it's not... Because look,
Lil Dicky's a
call
beast.
It is what it is. A lot of people who call themselves... That's why I don't even really call myself a comedy rapper. I don't like that. I call myself a recording artist. I do know how to rap. It's a technical skill. Rap stands for rhythm and poetry. A lot of people don't even know that. They're using this rap term and they're not good. And that is a very disrespectful to the art form that I really have, I really love. And I really try to promote and preserve the culture. And because that culture was not.
Speaking about disrespectful to the culture, you heard about T.I. bombing?
This fucking dude. No, I heard about him talking shit to Lauren Knight.
Yeah, I know
Shout out to Lauren Knight.
What's up, Lauren Knight?
Because that's
my girl too. She's very nice. You understand? I saw that shit and I was like,
I don't even care. She's not nice. You don't do that to a host at open mic.
You respect.
She ended up being a real comedian. But see, this is this guy's problem. That's what's wrong with comedy right now. Is that people people, okay, can just call themselves a comedian because they can fill a room. Okay. And you might not, you have a whole art career in music that you're filling the room, because you're famous, but you don't respect the mics. You run your time. You don't really care about the craft.
He doesn't know what he's doing. That's the thing. You don't know what you're doing. He doesn't know. And then you're rude and disrespectful to open micers and heckling them. You heard what he thought he was joking. He thought talking about fucking his friend's mama and him walking in was a funny joke. And he's like
a storyteller.
Dickhead. No, he's being a dickhead. That's what he thinks. He thinks that's his style of telling a joke, but you need to go in the dark.
He's making me so mad with this comedy that I don't even want to listen to his music. And he's an amazing artist.
Yeah, dude. I grew up selling drugs and listening to T.I. trap music.
T.I.'s got some great flows.
And he was great, but
stay in your lane, bitch. Don't swerve. Run Lauren Knight her fucking $1 million.
Yeah, because that's you can't be fucking coming around talking.
Why would she have made that up? She never made that up. Look, but he was trying to say she was lying, and then she found a video on his ass.
She did, and she put it online. She
did. Shout out to her. When I first started following her, she had 6,000 followers. Now she's up to like 25,000. So at least she's getting something off of the back end of that.
You ever went to Atlanta?
No, I got. It's weird because I started. I went out and moved in. Like I started in China, then I did like 8 other countries. Then I did like LA and New York, and now I did New Orleans. So I like went backwards. I haven't really branched out. I got to go to Atlanta.
I went to Atlanta last year, and Lauren Knight was one of the first comics, and like most like she was very hospitable. You know what I mean? Like I was talking to her, like she showed me around shows and shit like that. Like she's funny as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Laughing Skull too. That's where I met her at. She's a beast, and she didn't deserve for T.I. to come up there and act like that. You're right. Like you don't go to other people's mics and start acting wild because you got this celebrity
bombs.
thing.
He can't know how to handle it, so he's taking it out on her, and he's telling her to take her wig off. Fuck you, man. You don't
think that's a wig
like
either.
That.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't matter. Like
it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying.
As a man in general, or especially as a black man, he should have the knowledge to know that like you don't talk about black women's hair.
Especially he should have the respect for the craft. I mean, it's just
the craft, the woman,
the craft, the whole room. You need to respect.
At the end of the day, though, it's going to be good for Lauren. So
it's definitely bumped her up. You know what I'm saying? It definitely gave her a bump on the internet.
It's good. I mean, he actually really helped her out in the long run and he's probably going to start talking shit.
Well, I think they put out a video that made it seem like they made up or whatever, but at the same time, like T.I., he if I was T.I., I would go in the dark and do like open mics and shit. And you know how Craig,
just get a writer, bro.
How Craig
you got
Robinson,
money. T.I., hire me, bro. I will help you write. I got a little group chat. We write jokes all the time.
You can come to New Orleans,
throw me some bread, and we can write you some jokes, and you could be funny. You already have the stage.
But all he needs to do is, how we had our little celebrity come through New Orleans, and he would ask people to put their phones down. He needs to do that in Atlanta. Go to the mics and be like, "Look, y'all, I know."
Fuck him,
no. But he needs to get, if he's gonna do fucking comedy.
People shouldn't be filming at mics anyway.
But I'm saying he's T.I., bro. Yeah, what I'm saying is he needs to tell people to put the mics down, and he's not good at this. He's trying to figure it out, and let him figure it out for a year or two. T.I., you got to figure this thing out for a year or two. Tighten your fucking shit up, and then go take your fucking following and blow their minds with the funny shit that you created.
It seems like he probably knows Dave Chappelle. Why wouldn't he just pay Chappelle to write him some shit?
He better know Dave Chappelle.
It's just real weird.
Yeah, well, fuck. That is what it is.
Ego.
Let's get back to you.
Ego.
How about that?
Yeah, enough about T.I.
Yeah, back to you. So where you are doing music, you're rapping in China. So how long did that last?
7 years. I mean, here we are. It never stopped. People thought it was a phase.
No, I'm talking about rave days. In China. How long did it?
I was in China for 7 years. I moved there in 2013, and I started doing music and comedy in 2015.
Okay, yeah.
And the reason why, what would happen would be is I would try comedy, I would fail at it, and then I would go to music, and then I would do music for a little while, and then I would fail at it, and then I would go back to comedy. And then, so it was like every time I thought I liked something, I would fail, and then it would scare me, and then I would just go back to the other thing. Yeah. And so now, after a 7-year evolution, actually next month will be my 7-year anniversary, and I finally evolved. Thanks. I finally evolved my act, I think, into what it's supposed to be.
That's what's up.
But it's not even. you know, I just got a glimpse of what I can see it as.
You're just teetering on.
So it's got to be perfected and molded now. And even if I could learn how to do little dance moves or something, maybe, you know, like I can actually build an entire stage show with what I have.
You definitely, you definitely have the time, bro. Like you have enough jokes.
I have over 1,000. I mean, over 100 songs.
That's what's alone. Up.
Yeah. So I could always do songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm looking for time, songs fill a lot of time.
Yeah, I met Kymbra, I think in 2019. When did you start doing comedy in New Orleans?
Well, I mean, I started coming back right when I started making music. This is kind of a fun thing that I did that no one ever probably knows about or talks about. But right when I started making music in 2015, I came back home, I think around 2017. And I came home and I got two pretty famous rappers from New Orleans, Kango Slim from Partners in Crime, PNC, you know, pump the party, you know, shout out to Kango, and Jay Jones, who's a Young Money artist, who was like touring with Lil Wayne. I brought them to China and we were actually supposed to bring BTY Youngin, but he unfortunately got shot and killed. Rest in peace, BTY Youngin. And I didn't know what I was doing. And then it was like real weird because I started managing this Chinese artist, Vava. And she's like literally the biggest female rapper in China now. Like when I met her, she wasn't really nothing. I saw her on a video. Saw this little Chinese chick with like braids, like rapping. And I was like, are you kidding me? Oh my God, this is the future. I tracked her down. It took me 5 months to find her. And I found her. And then I'm like, look, I'm doing a tour with these Young Money artists. I want you to do a song together. She was from Shanghai, or living in Shanghai. She came to Beijing.
Was she good?
Well, of course she was good. You think I would have tracked her down for 5 months if she wasn't good? Why the fuck would I have done that?
I don't fucking know.
Because she's in China. You never heard of her because she's Chinese.
Okay.
She was on the movie Crazy Rich Asians. Okay, we got her. I brought her to America for the first time in 2018 to shoot an ad campaign for Alexander Wang, even though it's supposed to be Wong, but whatever, Alexander Wang. And I was her U.S. business manager
I know you got Wang
for
a
while. And then and then I realized that I became into my own as an artist. See, I wanted to be close with her because I just wanted to be on her team, but I didn't have any musical or creative experience. I only had business experience. So I used my my legal and my business experience to get on the team from the back end. And then, you know, then all the contacts that I have so many people you wouldn't even know in my phone. Like I have so many connects in higher up places at Warner Music and all these places all over the world because of her. Nice. Because she opened doors for me and put me at tables I should have never even been sitting at my level of musicality.
Nice. Well, that's good.
But you know me, you just got to get me in there and then I'm going to fuck it up or whatever.
Yeah, I know you.
Get me in there.
You're not going to use it properly. It's going to, nah. Bruh, so you came to New Orleans during the before the pandemic. I know I met you. You were BC before COVID.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would come back here and visit and do whatever. The pandemic, so I was visiting LA for Christmas 2019. And normally I'd always be bi-continental for the past, I would say, decade. So I would spend, half of the year in Asia and then half of the year in, North America or Europe.
That's fucking awesome.
And I know. I mean, thank you. That's how I've designed my life to be. So I was doing what I normally do, which is taking 2 or 3 months off during the winter break and coming home for Christmas. And then it was like, oh, the COVID happened and now you can't go back to China. And I was like, oh, well, that's cool. I'll just stay in LA. I moved to LA. Boom. Then the motherfucking COVID came to LA. And I'm like, well, shit.
COVID came everywhere.
I'm not going to spend $1,000 a month on rent, which is cheap, by the way, in LA. Yeah. And then the city shut down and I can't do nothing.
$1,000 will get you what in LA?
A roommate with 20 roommates. You know what I'm saying?
Really? Mm-hmm. That's fucked up.
20 roommates where you got with 2 bathrooms.
I don't like it.
But I moved, then I went to Mexico. I started my OnlyFans. I moved to Mexico. I said, well, now I can go anywhere in the world and make content and make money. I can do whatever I want. If I fail and nothing else happens, I could take my titties, go over to Mexico, shoot a bunch of content and live off my titties. That's what I can do. I don't have to write another joke ever.
That's that's what
It's my retirement plan. These titties. And even when they get lower and lower, that's still going to be a market. It's going to be a niche market. Floor, I'll drag my titties on the floor. I'll bounce them like ping pong balls off my fucking knees.
Dirty
off
nipples.
My kneecaps.
That's
what it'll be called. Dirty nipple gang.
Dirty nipple gang.
I'll sell them bitches too with a QR code. Call back. Ooh. Call back in the podcast. Ooh.
Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So before the pandemic, where were you?
China.
You were China.
And I went to LA, and then I went to Mexico.
Then
and then
you were
I came
in LA.
home here.
And wait, you went to Mexico after LA?
Yes, I told you that. You're not listening? I said LA's rent was very expensive and the city was shut down because COVID came to LA. So then I went to Mexico.
Yeah, I'm listening, you prick.
Thought I pretty much explained it.
you go so fast sometimes.
My brain works as fast as 5 people. I realize you fucking peasants cannot keep up, but it's okay. I still love you.
You jerk.
Look, I'm not saying that to flex. You think I like this?
No.
You think I gotta live with this all day long?
I'm just trying to make sure I get the facts across properly.
This is the worst thing for me too. It's not just painful for my friends to deal with. I've got to live inside of this.
I gotta live fucking next to you in the comedy scene. What you mean? I know exactly what the fuck is going on. So you come to New Orleans, all right? And before the pandemic, you've been coming to New Orleans, but after the pandemic,
I've only been here back for a year, a little over a year. February, I made a year.
Yeah.
My car's a year old, so.
Your car's just made a year?
Just made a year. Little click, click. Shout out to you.
Love it almost that car. Didn't, bro. I had to put oil in your motherfucking car.
Oh, I think you're going to have to do it again. I might have to drive to get, see that dick pic in person.
She's hating on me, but she can't put oil in the fucking car.
I don't hate on you. I give you bread. I just am a little verbally abusive at times. And that's probably because of my mom or... those boyfriends that I had at 16 years old.
I accept you for who you are, Kymbra.
Forgive me for being a dickhead. I don't mean harm by my words.
I love you. You
will feel the difference if I actually meant harm. You would feel it in my tone.
Yeah, I know. You're a unique person.
I just say things harshly. Come out harshly. I don't know why.
No, I don't know why. I love it. That's what makes you, bro. No, I really do. I love who you are. That's why you're around. I keep you around. You know what I mean? You keep me funny, like laughing and shit. You're a funny person. You're funny. You're a funny guy. Like a clown to you? Like I amuse you? No, I'm just funny saying how? You're funny. You're funny. How? You're a funny guy. You're just funny. Like you make me
Ray Liotta in that scene. Iconic, man.
Oh. Yeah, it's been you are funny, bro. It's been one of the best podcasts I've had so far.
Oh, is it over already? Good.
No, it's almost over. We almost there, bro.
Let me get back to my dick pic, okay?
Don't you dare pull a fucking dick pic out on this table with me.
I need some motivation to keep going.
Dare.
Need some stamina. Clearly, this guy's got stamina too. I can tell. Oh my God.
This episode's definitely going to be called "The Power of the Dick." That's what this episode.
Dick power.
Dick, dick power. We're gonna get a fucking light
Lord have mercy.
A light and flash it in the middle of the night. It's gonna be a big dick in the sky.
What if he's like made me gonna be like a dick pic connoisseur now? Like, what if I'm gonna have an addiction to dick pics and I'm gonna like have all these stored in my phone in secret folders now? I'm just gonna be asking guys for their dick pics. Like this guy might have started something that's gonna fuck me up for a long time.
I think it started before this guy.
You can blame all my new problems on him.
Yeah, there you go.
Very good.
I feel sorry for you, brother. We'll be friends though. I'll teach you how to get by.
I'm not letting him meet any of my degenerate friends.
What kind of fucked up shit is that?
No way. Y'all can all talk about how he doesn't exist and he's a catfish.
I take offense to. You ain't gonna bring him around and let us meet him?
No way.
That's messed up, bro.
Not at all.
She's afraid.
And if I post a picture, it's just gonna be from the neck down because that's how you keep a man in 2022. No face, no case.
Yeah, that's easy. They can't do witchcraft on you like that.
Just seeing his body will be enough to flex that. These fucking hoes. All you other dudes, I need to give a message to all the dudes. If I fucked you in the last 2-3 years, just know I had to mentally prepare myself and pep talk myself into that. Like you was not it. You was not it ever. Y'all all ain't ever shit compared to this dude. Okay? Sorry. I just got to let that be known to all the guys that I had to give pity pussy to.
Pity pussy?
Yeah.
That's what you...
I call it pity pussy.
Because you needed dick so much?
I had to mentally make yourself tolerable for me to fuck.
That's the power of dick right there. That you give it...
The power of my brain.
Pity pussy.
The power of my brain. I can do anything with my brain. Even make you attractive, you ugly motherfuckers. You bum-ass motherfuckers. You stupid, lying, cheating, raggedy-ass motherfuckers. All y'all.
I'm glad I'm
all never, 4 of y'all.
I'm glad you're my sister. Right? I ain't never gonna be one of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, because I'm shitting on all you ain't shit dudes. You don't realize how much your other people were ain't shit until you meet someone who is like 1,000 compared to them. You know, like this dude make all my other 10s. Like, you know, for me, I feel like I will like only. Do you normally fuck chicks you're 100% attracted to? I don't know. It might be different with dudes.
It depends. It depends on the time length of the last time I've had sex. Sometimes
I guess, yeah, dudes, or if they're on a dry spell, they might do something dumb. But for me, like I will 90% of the dudes I get, I have to like convince myself to fuck them. Like I don't want to. There's always something wrong that I don't find attractive, and I have to like beat it down in my head to be like, oh, it doesn't matter if he's missing a tooth. For me, it doesn't matter if he fucking doesn't, you know, if his fucking beard smells. Like just whatever. Until you meet someone that you're 100% attracted to, and then it's like it's a completely different like
world
thing in my brain now. Like I ain't and I only get like 10% of dudes like that. Really.
10%?
Yeah.
That's what...
But all the other dudes that were in the 10% that I thought were 10s, checked off all the boxes, didn't think they would get anything better. This dude makes all them 10s look like 4s.
There you go.
He turned all my 10s into 4s.
The power of the dick, people.
That is some
power of the dick is today's episode. So look, you used to tell me that you felt like it was meant that you came back to New Orleans.
It is.
And how do you feel now? How do you feel about your career?
I didn't want to be here, but I realized, you know, the universe is not working against me. It's working, you know, for me and with me. And if I work against it, then that doesn't get me to my goals quicker. So once I realized that this was my fate and that I was meant to be back in New Orleans, I kind of took the bull by the horns. And I was like, you know what? If I was successful, if this face was successful in China and I couldn't use this, they didn't know what the fuck I was saying.
Yeah.
And I went to school for 6 years to learn how to use this. And now I can be in my own town with a way better talent, and I can negotiate and speak to people and move. This city's mine. I mean, it's just mine for the taking.
Yeah.
You know? Nobody can do what I do. Nobody can do what I do.
It's not about taking it. I personally feel like it's about like how you personally got your own show now. You know what I mean? It's about us all being able to have our own shows and run them bitches, and we just can all grow together,
evolve, and help each other.
Grow together.
Another thing
make money with each other.
Stepping on other people's feet in this comedy scene. Don't worry about if you don't like someone and they're getting booked over there and why people are worry about what the fuck you doing.
There you go.
That's a good word of advice to the New Orleans comedy scene. I don't know, they had a lot of drama that goes on in this scene, but I came back after this shit was like done. And now we have a new generation. We have a new lease on life. We almost all died with a crazy virus.
Yeah.
We got to get out of each other's way. And it's like, we need more stages. We need everybody to work together and not try to ban comics.
Baby.
Yeah, not ban comics from this location because you don't like that they associate with it. Fuck all that. We all need to work together. People are not going to quit comedy just because you don't like them. And it's not fair for you to put a burden on other comics to have to pick which stages they're going to. No, everyone needs all the stages that they can get.
That's true. So all the time.
Fuck with me. Y'all got to get on some different shit.
I like that.
And I'll just say another word of advice, you know, for comics, especially like newer ones, like don't have the mentality that I got to go before or after someone that isn't good in order for me to shine. Like you should be wanting to work with people that are even better than you because y'all will both shine. Like I'm going to shine no matter who the fuck I'm next to, whether if I'm next to a dud or another star. And if I'm actually next to another star, then we both shine brighter.
We do. I ain't gonna look. We did
know?
that show at Uncle Matt's, and you went up there and fucking destroyed. And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Oh, that was a good show.
That was great. And then I went up there and handled the shit out of that room. I'm the guy. Bro.
Yeah, that was good. Fire stick guy. That was a great riff.
Like, dude, I love following killers because it makes me fucking better.
I set the room up for you to kill.
Yeah, I love following killers because it makes me step up and like really show who the fuck I am.
You gotta dig into what you can really do. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Mateen Stewart when he came in town too. Like they're like, oh, you wanna? I mean,
shout out Mateen. What's happening, baby?
Yeah, I want to follow him because he's fire.
Yeah.
And if I can roll off his energy and be better, equal or better, we're both fire. That makes the whole thing more fire.
Right.
Why I want to go on before someone who sucks? I know I can murder after someone who sucks.
Yeah.
That's not hard.
It's not, It's it actually is. I would say harder because you got to bring it's not hard, but it sucks because you got to bring the room back. And I have the ability to bring any room back. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I'm not trying to put on shows.
A lot of people want to book people who aren't better than them because they don't want them to be outshined in their own show. And that is a whack mentality to have.
Well, I don't know if it's all about being outshined in our own show. Like we do have our own communities and we help each other within our communities. You know what I mean? We book each other.
Booking of only booking people who run shows so you can get a spot on their show.
But that's no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about we all have our own parts to this. Like there's like we're like the 5 boroughs, and every borough has their own comics. You know what I'm saying? So of course the heads of that borough is gonna book their comics, and it doesn't matter if they're on their level, but they want to get them to that level. They want to get those people to. So you give them that time. You know what I mean?
I will definitely consider booking you. You know what I'm saying? You're working hard, but not funny.
And that's what it is.
You're making an effort, but
it's exactly
I'm not
what
book
it
you
is.
just because you're another booker or just because you're a woman. Even though I love diversity, I will have an all male straight white lineup before I will book an unfunny person just because they have a vagina or a gay.
Right. Well, look, I'm not saying that, but that's also why I mentor comics too. That's why when people come up in here, I fucking I sit there and I listen to their sets. That's what having an open mic's about. You listen to their sets and people come to me and they're like, "Hey man, how did you like this joke?" Or "How did I do tonight?" And and I give them that feedback and I help build up their confidence in themselves, you know what I'm saying? And it helps them get better because holy shit, Pickle is my friend and he's actually treating me like I'm a human being, you know what I mean? So I don't mind coming around here. I don't mind showing my vulnerable side because he helps me build that shit, And I think that's something a lot of people don't get too.
I mentor my friends too by belittling them.
You do. I'm not gonna lie.
That's how I mentor.
I have fun fucking with you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly do. Kymbra is one of my most favorite people in the world. You guys.
I actually have great comic friends right now. When I lived in China, the comics were fucking assholes. They were not fun to hang out with. And that's actually why I got into comedy because I used to watch the Adam Sandler movies and think, wow, he just hangs out with his friends all day and he must be cracking jokes and they must be so much fun to hang out with. Yeah. And then I started hanging out with comics in China and I'm like, these people are like depressed. They hate their lives. They're miserable. This is terrible. Where's the person on stage? Like I would fall in love with their stage persona and then it wouldn't be who they really were.
Yeah.
Well, same thing happened to me with music. Like I'll fall in love with somebody because they can sing and their whole life will be like a mess. It's like I love the artist, but I hate the person. But in New Orleans, we have a really unique community. Everybody's actually really cool. Like a lot of these people, they're not great comics, but they're really great friends and great people. So, it's kind of hard when, like I would, at the end of the day, you'd rather hang out with your, some of them are great comics too. I want to say that, but you'd rather hang out with your friends, than just people that might be great at comedy, but don't have a good personality.
Yeah. That's actually, we're going to wrap it up there today. Thank you for coming in, Kymbra.
Thank you for having me.
It was fun. Y'all, where can people follow you?
At Kymbra Li, KYMBRALI.
Hey, go get her. Go get her. Follow Kymbra Li. She's always doing shows.
Instagram is my main thing. I'm on Facebook too, which I use as like a stream of consciousness to like make joke prompts all day long.
And you can check her out on Spotify as well.
It's not real. Whatever I'm writing on Facebook, y'all, that shit is not real. It's just to spark y'all to talk. Just part of this game is making people talk, and my name is in rooms even when I'm not there because y'all fucking talk about what I'm writing on the internet. So
what are you on Spotify? How do you?
Kymbra Li, Kymbrali.
We'll check her out. She's got some music on Spotify. She's gonna be coming out with some new stuff, and I'm excited to see the new show.
Me too. I'm excited to do everything.
I'm excited to see you develop your new way. I got a new vegan style.
Body, a new variety show, a new hot fucking guy. I got everything. I mean, life is just whew.
And that's the power together, man. Power of the dick, people.
Power of the dick.
Hey.
I'm addicted to what the dick did.
Thanks you for coming in.
All right, Pickle.
Love
Pickles
you, girl.
House.
Pickles House,
Pickles
baby.
House.